right, February, not just Valentine's Day month. We are talking Heart Healthy Month. One of the most important things you can do for a loved one is make sure that they are healthy. And if they're not eating healthy, that's one of the basic things to just start getting your life back on track. And one of our favorite people, Tracy Shoemaker from Weight Watchers, is here to kind of give us a guide on how to guide your man or woman into the right path.
Absolutely. Well, one of the statistics is 2/3 of people live with an overweight partner. And so what that does is it really increases your partner's risk for increased heart disease, diabetes, and stroke, which is pretty scary.
Because you kind of feed off of each other.
You do.
So to
and
speak.
so, to become one, we need to both get in sync with that. So one of the greatest tips I have is to power up with Power Foods. The food we're around is the food we eat. So here we have a variety of different whole grains, lean proteins, fruits and veg, and the best thing about this is the common denominator is they're packed with protein, they're packed with fiber. And so what that's going to do is it's going to keep you satisfied and full.
Now, just your recommendation, because sometimes it's hard to get to the store every day, and if you want to have fresh fruits and vegetables, do you have another suggestion of other things that you can get on the fly, like dried fruits? Is it the same thing? Or
Yeah, I like to call fruits and vegetables nature's fast food, because it is quick and it is easy, but you do need to make sure that you have things on hand. And pre-chopped, pre-cut is best because then you're going to eat it. If you don't love to do vegetables plain and on their own, try a beautiful dip that's low-fat, cream-based. It's going to, add some zing and add some flavor.
Let's talk about flavor and recipes. You have recipes?
I do. I have a great recipe. This is a creamy cucumber dip, and it's made with the Greek yogurt. It's got some light mayo in there. It's a ton of vegetables, so we kind of sneak some veggies in the dip as well. And then this is another tip. I love family favorite recipes, but sometimes we just might want to renovate them a little bit. So this is chicken pot pie, which is a staple for comfort food, right? So what I've done here is I've replaced the heavy cream with a light, low-fat evaporated milk to keep the creaminess, and I've taken the crust away and I've put a phyllo crust. So you're saving all the shortening and the fat, but you're not losing out on the flavor, which is super important.
And who doesn't love phyllo? Okay, you're talking about, you always say know your numbers. What does that mean?
Know your numbers means set a date and get your annual blood work done with your partner. Make a day of it. Make sure you get the cholesterol screen and the diabetes screen, and then if a health issue comes up, work on it together. Sometimes a health challenge is the greatest motivator to be more healthy.
Other motivators is a role model, and let's start with you. You are with Weight Watchers. You are also a member of Weight Watchers. You went through it. I want to show you a before picture. This is Tracy. Look at that. Can we see that? I put it up there. That was before. How much weight have you since lost?
So I've lost and kept off 90 pounds, which has totally changed my life. My sweetheart has a new wife, and my children have a new mother, because when you carry around that much extra weight, it robs you not only of confidence and self-esteem, but also these habits that you tend to do. The people around you tend to model your behavior, and so it's just best to create a healthy home environment.
And you, though, have brought, considering all of this that had happened, can you give folks out there just one motivator?
Sure. The motivator for me was I didn't want to face heart disease. Heart disease was rampant in my family. My baby brother had a quadruple bypass. My father had a quadruple bypass.
Wow.
My dad was in his 40s. My brother was in his 20s. And I said, I don't want that for my loved ones. And so it's time to change. We can't change other people, but we can change ourselves.
Great role model for your kids, too. You have young kids, 5 and
9.
5 and 9. Excellent. Tracy Shoemaker from Weight Watchers, thanks so much. We'll hope to cook with you again in the kitchen like we did before.
Great. Thanks.
Excellent. Thank you, Tracy.